Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Monday the 28th of June 2021 and we're carrying out our regular morning update on the news, financials and gold and silver prices. And we can see that the UK is reverberating from its kiss and show sex scandal in the UK Parliament. Yes, I'm over-egging that a little. And that gold and silver prices are softening while cryptos are roaring this Monday morning. But what's happening in India, we ask? Let's take a look. Well, good morning. It's Monday, 28th of June. It's 10:45. We're running about half an hour late. Let's have a look at the headlines and then see what's happening on the markets in general. Well, according to Bloomberg, the big news is that Matt Hancock, this was the now former Secretary of State for Health, kissing scandal threatens to hurt Boris Johnson in key week. Yes, Matt Hancock was caught on CCTV having a sneaky little snog with his alleged, shall we say, bit on the side. I don't want to be rude about her, but he is married after all. And that made the headlines the end of last week. And it has resulted in Matt Hancock actually resigning his position as Secretary of State, hanging his head in shame and saying he now has to concentrate on his family. Yes, you certainly should, Mr. Hancock. You certainly should. Okay, but that classifies as the major news of the day. However, we have some other important information. China's carbon market set to miss target for start of trading. Well, we're not surprised at that. US jobs market begins a weird summer with choppy recovery. Well, we've got the 3 employment reports out this week. ADP on Wednesday. We have the normal weekly jobless claims report on Thursday and the very big non-farm payrolls report on Friday. We also have here a little headline: Bitcoin leads broad crypto rally after defense of $30,000 level. I know most on this channel are not Bitcoin or crypto fans, but I'll show you why we're going to mention it just very, very briefly. Bitcoin pushed higher on Monday as proponents took the UK's crypto crackdown in their stride after the token traded above a key technical level over the weekend. The largest cryptocurrency advanced 6.9% to $34,874 as at 10:32 a.m. in London. So that was about 15 minutes ago. In a second day of gains, the broad crypto space also climbed, with a total market cap up 5% to 1.44 trillion, according to CoinGecko pricing. And this is in spite of one of the platforms, Binance Markets Limited, an affiliate of top global crypto exchange Binance, being banned by the UK financial watchdog from doing any regulated business in the United Kingdom. And we are slowly seeing government bodies, regulators, and banks condemning the use of cryptocurrency. But this may surprise many of our listeners. Look what is happening here. Even gold-obsessed Indians are pouring billions into crypto. What? The cryptocurrency aficionados' mantra that Bitcoin is equivalent to digital gold is winning converts among the world's biggest holders of the precious metal. In India, where households own more than 25,000 tons of gold, I'm assuming they mean that's across all households, otherwise I'm moving to India immediately. Investments in crypto grew from about $200 million to nearly $40 billion in the past year, according to Chainalysis. That's despite outright hostility towards the asset class from the central bank and a proposed trading ban. So it certainly appears that no matter what the authorities are attempting to do, members of the public seem converted into this arena. Now, looking at the BBC News, I won't run through the front page because quite frankly it's repeating what Bloomberg has said, but this is a key thing just to take a note of. Little surprised when I show you the gold and silver price that it hasn't reacted slightly differently. US launches airstrikes in Iraq and Syria. We can see here rationale that is being given for what's happened on Sunday. Okay, so what is actually happening to gold and silver prices? Before we do that, let's have a look at the dollar index, 91.77, very marginally down. Oil prices, very marginally up, virtually the same as they were. Equity markets, well, on Friday, now we covered this in our weekly update. On Friday, the Dow was up 230, S&P up 14, and the Nasdaq down 9. But we're still showing over a 12-month period gains of up to or close to 40%, and in some cases, trying in terms of the Nasdaq trying to reach 50. However, in the UK and Europe as a whole, we can see that markets are down this morning, but all of them under 0.5%, except for the IBEX 35 index. And overnight in the Asia-Pacific markets, well, broadly unchanged really. Nothing of any great merit either way. So, what's happening to gold? Well, gold at this precise moment in time is $1,775. So that's down $7 on the day so far. You can see on this chart, it did attempt a slight rally, fell right back, attempted another rally, fallen right back, slightly smaller high. Now we'll probably continue a downward path unless some major news is announced today. And it would have to be headline news. We pointed out in our weekly update that we were expecting prices to soften a little. Certainly if you follow the technicals were suggesting a softening. And it looks like they may actually prove to be right. Too early to tell really, but the initial trend is down. Let's have a look at silver. Silver 26.06, that's down 8 cents. Similar path, major dip here, a rise, attempted rally, another attempted rally. To be frank, our overall assessment for the week is until Thursday, Friday, broadly little changed with perhaps a slightly downward emphasis. Not too worried about what's going on currently. In fact, if anything, if prices do fall, it creates an opportunity for those who wish to buy more. But just remember what we've been saying for the past 4 months. While the crypto space is in vogue, it will continue to take funds that would normally have gone to gold and silver. And talking about Bitcoin, it's up $1,800 so far today, but this is on a 24-hour rolling. It was actually up a little bit more at one point earlier today. And as you can see, the day chart, and if we look at the week chart, although it's down on the week, you can see it's going to stage a recovery. The issue for everyone is, will it surpass this one here? If it gets past this sort of 36,000 level, then it's going up to 41.5 according to the technical analysts. And if it beats 41.5, it will then test all-time highs of 65. However, if it continues on this slightly downward trend, and if this is a lower high compared to the last one, then you may very well find that it will drop back down to $30,000. And this is what's so good about looking at charts. The more far out you put it, the clearer the sign is as to what is actually happening. And that applies to most items. But on the year, you can see that the trend has been up, and now it seems to be falling back down. It's, as they say, perhaps 2/3 down the mountain. The issue is it going to fall that other third? It's exciting stuff for those who follow this. Okay, so what's on the economic calendar this week? Well, as we mentioned in our weekly update, we just have the New York Fed President John Williams speaking at the BIS panel. Tomorrow, really, the only thing of greater interest is the Consumer Confidence Index, and then the employment reports start kicking in. So, as we say, apart from some geopolitical news coming out, we're not expecting major moves in any direction. So, before we go, quick shout out. Video yesterday, are equities on the verge of collapse? By all means, please do have a look at that. And no more financial support sooner rather than later. It does give the impression that economies around the world are looking towards monetary tightening. I'm not convinced they will do it yet, but they are at least voicing it in order to keep markets relatively smooth, though if anything it's likely just to dampen them somewhat. And our weekly update on Saturday. Thank you. Have a great day. Catch up with you soon. Thank you so much for listening. Please give us a thumbs up if you think it's worthy of that. If not, don't give us a thumbs down. Please do not. By all means, comment below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so and press the bell sign. So then you'll be notified of our videos, literally, providing YouTube operates efficiently, as soon as they are published. Thank you once again. Disclaimer. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.